Let me get this thing set up so I can chit chat with you guys. There we go. Y'all can see what's going on. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the High Tunnel. Hey, I wanted to pop on here and just do a real quick video for this week. We've been somewhat busy, but not busy, homesteading busy, and so not much of a video this week. We apologize for that. Sometimes it happens, but you know, I think like most people in the country, we've just been collectively holding our breath and waiting to see what was going to happen this week. And I know Jim and I don't talk much about our politics or our political beliefs on this channel, and we do that on purpose, just because, you know, for one, we don't want to be that kind of a channel, and two, we don't want to alienate anybody who enjoys watching us. So I know it's been a tumultuous 4 years, to say the least, which I think it's just interesting that me and Nikki were talking about that today, and it's just almost like everybody, no matter what side of the political spectrum that you're on, has just been kind of in a lull or in a, who knows, what, some kind of weirdness going on since 2020. So anyway, so we are glad that the election is over. We are happy with the outcome, and we're praying for everybody on both sides that this country can finally come together and put aside differences. And, you know, I, for one, would like to leave all the doom and gloom behind. I know that there are a lot of, and I even fell prey to, not prey, but I fell victim to getting caught up in all the rhetoric and all the doom and gloom, sky is falling, all of the stuff over the last 4 years. And so we've decided, Jim and I have decided, that it's time to put all that behind us now and get on with it. So anyway, so I brought you guys out in the High Tunnel, see what's been growing on in here. I kind of neglected it this week, and then I came out and I was like, holy cow, there's been an explosion of things going on out here, which I'm super duper excited about. And then Jim is back to clearing land, and his shoulder's getting better, and we'll do an update on his shoulder. I'll let him tell you about that here in just a little bit. And I have decided to go back to work full time, and so I have been spending a lot of time doing that, kind of putting things in place to kind of hopefully make that happen here at the first of the year. So if for those of you who don't know, prior to COVID, I was a loss control risk consultant for an insurance agency based out of Birmingham, Alabama, and my job was primarily traveling all over the country, really, and kind of visiting some of our clients and working with them on their loss control systems and safety programs and all of that stuff. And then, of course, 2020, all of that dried up, and kind of my job just kind of came to a screeching halt as far as the site visits and all that. So, but I did rock and roll on and kind of kept working remotely. I've always worked out of a home office, but I tried to do remote work for loss control, and did that up through 2020. And then at the end of 2021, my agency sold to a bigger conglomerate of agencies in the Southeast, and my loss control position was formally eliminated. But I kind of stayed on in a contract role, and then ended up midway, first part of 2021, I took a part-time position as a claims advocate, kind of helping the claims manager. So I did part-time claims advocacy, and then sometimes loss control whenever it was needed. And then, so I did that. That is what I've primarily been doing since 2021. And as you know, sometimes I go to Birmingham for meetings and this and that. So what I have proposed and what I am planning to do at the first of the year is go back to work in loss control, and which is what I'm trained and skilled in and credentialed in. So I'm going back into that field full time. So I will be hopefully just day travel this time in this role. So anyway, so that's what I've been working on, putting together some things for that. But I'm not going to neglect the homestead, and we're still going to be rolling along with those plans. But anyway, so that's enough of that rambling. So I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope that everybody, even if the election didn't work out the way you wanted it to, I hope that everybody can just kind of take a breath and let's get back to being Americans and loving our neighbors as ourselves, and even if they didn't vote the way we voted or the way we would have preferred they voted. So I hope that we can get back to being good neighbors and leave some of this hateful rhetoric behind us. So anyway, let me show you around the high tunnel and see what we got growing on in here. So we got going down this row. This is where I planted my sweet peas, and then the darn turkeys got in here and scratched them all up. So I got sweet peas coming up everywhere. We got some volunteer potatoes, which I'm never mad about. And then somewhere, and look at all these potatoes coming up, but in here is where I planted my spinach. And you know, I think that we've got some wild stuff growing in here. So that's my problem with the spinach, is I can't ever tell what it looks like. But so I'm just gonna kind of let all this stuff grow and see what it is. It's so pretty and green. Yeah, I've got some collards growing, and look, they're looking really pretty. And then I've got these mustards. Look how pretty these mustards look, man. They're almost ready to start harvesting some of these mustards. And then these are my purple top turnip greens. And then some more volunteer potatoes, and look at my carrots. I need to get in here, and boy, I said I was gonna thin them out. But I always say I'm gonna thin them out, and then I never can seem to. Either I forget to do it, and then they get so big, and if I pull one, it's gonna pull two or three, and then it's like I can't kill the little plants. So they're looking pretty good. And then these are our sweet potatoes. So our sweet potatoes are just about ready. Our sweet potatoes are past probably ready to be harvested. So we're going to get in here this week and harvest sweet potatoes. I got a little bit of sweet potatoes over there. Then our green beans finally finished. So I'm just going to get in here, probably let the vines die, or maybe one day get in here and pull them up. But I tell you what, y'all, our tomatoes are still going strong. Look at these tomatoes. Now these are some Romas that they have gotten a little bit of blossom end rot. So on that, but I tell you what, these cherry tomatoes, they just won't quit. And I'm thinking, if it holds on to our warm temperatures, I'm going to have tomatoes all winter long, which is don't hurt my feelings any. And look at these big old peppers. Look at that, y'all. It looks so pretty. So these will turn to red. So they are Big Bertha. So they'll be either red or green bell peppers. So I can take them. It is just full of them. And they won't go much longer because we will eventually get some cold weather. And then these are my my little experimental zucchini. And I mean, well, look there, I got some that didn't germinate, looks like. And then I got one that's germinated right here. So that's looking pretty good. And these are Zephyr zucchinis. And then I think over here, oh, yep, nope, I see one. I thought I had all male blooms over here, but there is a little zucchini right there. And then, of course, I've got some more tomatoes. Look at these tomatoes. Look how pretty these look. Ooh. Yep, so I got to get in here and I need to pick these. These are really pretty Romas. And then got some more of these. I think that we decided these were Oxheart. So look at that, y'all. And it is stinking middle of November, almost the middle of November. And then, so I've got these Artisan Blush. And then look here, my sweet peas are blooming. So pretty soon, we're going to have us some sweet peas. So that is fantastic. So I'm hoping for a really good sweet pea harvest. And then also in here, we've got some I don't know if y'all can see them or not. We've got some volunteer potatoes in here as well. And I believe, yep, volunteer potatoes over here and over here. So I'm not mad at that. So it's looking good. And this, I don't know what this is, y'all. This is a wild, I don't know if it's a watercress or if it's like a wild mustard. But you know, the birds sure do like it. The turkeys and the chickens. But I've got some of my reseeded volunteer lettuce over here that's coming back up, and got some more over here. My parsley's still going, and I believe that I've got some. Yep, I sure do see it right here. So I let my cilantro go to seed this year because I wanted it to reseed itself. So it looks like I've got some little cilantro coming up, sure enough. Sure do. So that's pretty awesome. And then I've got some kohlrabies trying to come on here. A little bit of pak choi that I've planted. And I think, yep. And then the Swiss chard is still, that Swiss chard has been going since last spring, y'all. Look at that stuff. That's crazy. And then I've still got, look at all those peppers. These are all cayenne peppers. Man, it's just full. I've got to get out here and harvest. I went to Birmingham a couple days this week, and that's why I haven't been out here. So anyway, yeah, that's looking really, really good. And then some neighbor gave us some hay, some straw for the chickens. So that's in here. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me up here in the high tunnel. Just want to give you a little walk-see through and see what's going on, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be rocking and rolling with some more things. And we've got to get our garlic planted, and we've been holding off on the garlic because it's been so warm. We did get the bed cleaned out and tilled up, and it's ready to plant garlic. I'm just waiting for us to not have 80-degree days like we have today. It's 80 degrees. So anyway, let's go check and see what Jim's doing. All right, y'all. I hear the chainsaw buzzing. Is that a song? I don't know what song it is. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, we're gonna walk back there and see what Jim's got going on. I think he's got some tree cutting and some clearing and all that stuff. So let's take the golf cart. Ooh. There's Jim's wood pile from the trees he was cutting down the other day. He's got to get a splitter and get up here and split that wood up for the winter. Got a little cloud rolling in. Looks like we might get some rain this evening. Ooh. See, everything's dying off in the food forest except for the comfrey. Need to probably get some of that gathered up and give to the chickens. Maybe dry it a little bit. See what he's been doing. Ooh. I see him. I better park back here. I don't want to get in the way because he's cutting and moving with the tractor. As you can see, his shoulder's getting a little bit better. Ooh. No, I see you've laid some of this grass down.
I have been over it many times. Be alright though.
Yeah.
I left it tall, then it'll rot and turn to dirt.
That's right. We just come back to see what you've been up to.
Cutting cedar trees.
Been telling them that, get out a little bit, that we,
Is this on?
yes,
Oh.
it is. I was telling them that, it's a short video this week because we've been busy, but not necessarily busy with homesteading stuff.
Well, yeah, not really. A lot of work stuff.
Just
Stuff
kinda,
I can't really record. It's nothing fun. You know, just
it's fun for you.
typical construction stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't had time to do a video where it's, you know,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of little odds and ends stuff. Nothing,
Yeah.
Nothing special.
So we did a little tour through the high tunnel. I showed them all the things we had growing in there, and
I haven't been up there in 2 weeks.
yeah, it's you should come up there. It's pretty good.
I should.
I told them that we would come back here and get a look at what you've been doing. You've cut down a whole bunch of trees, it looks like. So that means that your shoulder must be feeling better. And I promised them that you would give them a little update on your shoulder. So give us an update on your shoulder.
It's moving. And most of the pain's gone, so it's good.
But you still have to be careful with it.
Yes. Basically, I just got to keep building the muscles up because the cartilage can never be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of keeping the muscles built up to hold it in place, to keep it. I still got to be careful with jarring or like a quick shake or something that I can't control because it wants to fall out of socket.
Because we elected to not have the surgery.
Because the second guy recommended not having it for what I have done because of my age. The cartilage usually they don't try to repair it after you're 45, I believe he said.
Are you over 45?
Just by a year or two. So he recommended, because I got my feeling back, my tingles are gone, the numbness is gone.
So no permanent nerve damage.
No permanent nerve damage. So I just got to keep building it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they was going to have to go in. All my tendons are okay. It's all the cartilage that helps hold that socket in.
Mm-hmm.
The only way they could have relieved it from the numbness and tingles is to actually cut one of my tendons that comes up here and tie it to there. And he didn't want to do that because I would probably be done as a carpenter after that.
Yeah. So
just got to keep it strong.
Yeah. So for the last 2 months or longer, probably the last couple of months.
2 months.
Last 2 months, Jim has been doing his stretches. He bought a water rowing machine, and he has been rowing every day.
3 to 7 miles a day.
Yeah, which is helping do the...
And then my rubber band exercises helps build all the right muscles up to hold it in place. Yep. It's a lot better. I mean, I'm out here slinging the chainsaw around, not slinging it, but running it, and it's not hurting. So it's been a year.
And you have been able to go back to work, because I told them that I have decided to go back to work full time.
Right.
Because sadly, we're not independently wealthy.
No, we're not, unfortunately.
So I've decided to go back to work full time. Not primarily for financial reasons, but just that. And I also told them,
kinda, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so
we're okay. Yeah, I can make a living. I just have to. I can't take on any real heavy projects or any of that.
Yeah.
My framing days are pretty much over.
Yeah.
Anything really heavy.
Okay.
So I'm doing mostly intricate little odds and ends, handyman. Next week, well, the week after next, I have to build a dog washing station. So I got a little plumbing, a little tile work. And then next week, I'm hanging some swings. I get the hooks ready. They come help me hang it up. Mm-hmm. Is it day beds you call them? They go on the back, that big back porch.
Yeah.
So kind of a day bed.
Sort of like a day bed,
day bed, some swings, odds and ends.
Yeah. Well,
and in the meantime, between all that, when I'm not working, I'm back here working.
That's good. That's good.
I've opened up probably an acre of land.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe not quite an acre, but close.
I know, it looks really good here, y'all.
You can't really tell unless you was here seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, we may have a little bit of before video back here, but man, we've opened up a lot back here.
Oh yeah.
So, hang on one second. Okay. Goodness. Now we can both talk to them.
Oh, I don't even remember where we was at.
Oh yeah, so we're saying that.
Cut me off mid-sentence.
Sorry, take two. So you've cleared off. I mean, oh gosh, you've cleared off a bunch back here just since the other day when I was back here.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I was telling them how we were glad that the election was over,
Yeah,
and that we don't.
done, either way.
That we don't talk much about our political views, because we don't want our channel to be. They don't want to be that kind of a channel.
We're not a doom and
but that
gloom
we
or
were
whatever.
happy about the election.
We were happy
With the results, and that we're moving on from the doom and gloom. So that's partly why I'm going back to work full time. You've gone back to work as full time as you can. We're moving on with our things, and so that was kind of just an update this week on the video, because we really didn't. I mean, there's only so much tree clearing and
nobody wants to see
chicken
all this.
feeding that
I mean, this is
wants to
hours and hours.
Yeah. So.
So I got a guy's number. I may call here the next week or two about the fence around the property. I'm gonna talk to him. I may have him set the posts. I can run the wire.
Yeah.
But I can't set the posts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start getting that in action. And meanwhile, while I'm working, I'm saving my money for all that type of stuff. And
also, I watched the Kramer's video last night, and
I haven't. I've been so busy.
I know. Well, they did a Q&A on the progress of the house, and they are getting a ton of questions about why you're not over there helping them. And so they explained that they are having financial difficulties, or not financial difficulties, but they can't afford for you. So I just wanted to let everybody know that you aren't not going over there to help, but you also, not that you're not willing to go over there and volunteer to help him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you are busy also with work.
I've been super busy getting caught up with all my people. And I think I texted Nate the other day and told me, if he kind of told me what was going on, I told him I understand. I said, if you need a hand with something here and there, a day or two here and there, I'd be more than happy to go help him.
Yeah, and so that's, I mean we are still neighbors and, friendly with them. So I didn't want anybody to think that you were purposely not going over there.
And Nate knew that, because I had a bunch of work scheduled that I'd postponed, and I'm finally getting on all that.
Yeah.
And I've still probably got 3 weeks worth of work booked up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I had one project a big project that may or may not happen, which was kind of going to get me through the winter. Yeah. But we'll see how I'll know how that's going to go in a week or two. But if not, I'll just be out here.
Sure, it's going to go. Yeah, and we've expressed to Nate and Katie, if they need a hand or we're here to help them. We'll always be here for them if they needed us. So
you need a hand a day or two here and there. Like I told Nate, I'd be more than happy to come help so they can get in the house.
Yeah. So the Kramers, if you're watching, if you need something, call us.
Yeah. Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I could get freed up.
Yep. So anyway, well, I guess we'll let everybody go and we'll get back to doing what we're doing. So as always, we thank you for watching and following and supporting us. And if you're not subscribed to our channel and you like our content, we hope that you'll consider subscribing and following us along on our journey here. You never know what we're going to get up to, and we would love to have you. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye. I know you missed me.
I miss you. Thanks, baby.
Yeah, is that it?
I think so.